feel so ignited to share with you what I have learned recently about belonging, standing out, what works and what doesn't work, because I don't feel that life lessons or psychology or sports or modern anything, even social media, have taught us the correct ways to feel like we're part of a whole, like we're even part of life or part of any of the groups that we belong to. So I know people, and I think it benefits us to look at the opposite strategies from the Enneagram to belong. Some of the Enneagrams feel safer, particularly sixes and nines, to pull back, be careful, be quiet, and then maybe they'll be long and at least not be ostracized or scared. I get it. That was their training in their families. It was safer to watch what was going on, anticipate, then strategize, and not be out in the fray. Those who were out in the middle got usually in trouble. However, it is not true that by staying back, anyone understood that what they were desiring to is to belong anyway. Even though it makes it a little hard to see who the person is if they hold back, there is still, no matter the behavior, a deep desire to belong, because that's all of us. Even if you're an introvert, even if you don't want to go out and frolic or talk a lot, we still have a desire to belong. But the going thought from our training in the world is that those who stand out belong. I'm a 4 on the Enneagram, and 4s and 3s and even 2s in their own way of standing behind the person they're helping, and 8s and 7s all get their own individual kicks out of belonging by standing out. But the thing is there that it depends on validation. It depends on the group recognizing us. And it's very short-lived. Even if it lasts pretty long, you still need another one. It does not mean permanent belonging. And recently I heard a wonderful metaphor about belonging in terms of Christmas lights. So the lights only work if they all work. In other words, one light can undermine the whole working of the other lights. That isn't the only way they just can become dysfunctional. One light can sometimes be replaced, but very often that one light can sometimes work and then the whole thing works, but other times that one light can make the whole strand and the whole tree not operate. And so if we take that one light as, oh, this is my chance to be seen, if I believe belonging, and belonging means letting go I can finally deserve. I can finally be part of life, be acceptable. I don't need to improve. I don't need to be more. I don't need anyone to tell me I'm okay. That is a longing that is very human. I've left out ones on the Enneagram. They also feel usually more comfortable standing back. There's a lot of judgment, usually, often on people who take center stage, take too much time, indulge, and so on, because sometimes ones believe in minimalism, like making ourselves small so that there's enough to go around. And that is dependent on a pie that has only so many slices. I want to break through all of that. If there's anything to this atemporal cohesion, cohesion means all the lights work together, and we are all the parts of ourselves, past, present, future. And one of the things I love about human design, which I've been studying, and it amplifies the Enneagram. I'm so excited. If you've had any interest in human design, please let me know so we can collaborate, because I've been so excited seeing how human design, when we understand it a little more deeply, can enhance our Enneagram strategy. But what I love about human design is that it serves as our being catalysts to one another. So if I'm a manifester generator or a generator, satisfaction is my big thing. Well, who knows about satisfaction? I've been in groups lately with teachings about satisfaction. Are It's like another language that we don't know the word. Our association is satisfaction, is happy, loving it, sated, full, filled up, uh, all those kinds of words, which are not it. We can actually feel satisfied with how we stand up in a conflict. Satisfaction has to do with the inner, and that's why it fits with belonging in my way of thinking, because you cannot get satisfaction with validation and outside temporary validation. We get relief, and we confuse relief with satisfaction. It has opened up my world. I feel like I could talk the rest of my life about things I'm learning about satisfaction, because it keeps on going more deep. But let's stay with that Christmas tree light. Even if you're Jewish, even if you don't do Christmas trees, you can stay with the metaphor that you can see on a intuitive level. I think that if you knew you belonged to life, that you, as the light bulb, belong to the whole string and the beauty of enhancing this tree and this light. And what if this was our mission, and other people in their standing out are not competing with our mission? So once you belong, of course, some people will stand out. They will have gifts. They will say things well, or they'll be funny, or they'll be exciting, or they'll be successful, or they'll get things done, and on and on. But in human design, we're catalysts for each other. So if I have something defined and in your chart it's not defined, then when we're together, we will excite that in each other. So if you picture the lights on the tree all being different human designs, they make the whole tree more brilliant and more cohesive and more lasting with each of the strengths and powers of each design, but we can't get satisfaction. And most of us, 70 to 80%, require satisfaction for our best alignment, for our best life, for our best decisions. So if you want to hear some more about satisfaction and belonging, and standing out, please write to me and say either satisfaction, belonging, or standing out. And I would love to talk more about it. Bye for now.